Well, I came home in the dark last night and went to shut off the outside lights that are up in the soffit, round panel lights. Went to shut them off with this switch, and it's very spongy, doesn't do anything, wouldn't shut the lights off. Luckily, I'm on a 4-way switch network. This is the final 3-way in it, and it appears to be toast. So I'm gonna go look in my supplies. I'm pretty sure I have a replacement for that, as I brought down extras when I wired the house. So let's go find a switch and get that replaced. All right, so let's get started with this little project. It's a simple one basically, but I thought you might like to see what we have to do to get this done. So I do have a replacement dimmer. It's a slide dimmer and a 3-way switch combination from Fight Electric. So we are going to replace it. Replacement in kind, it's exactly the same. And as you can see, I'm going to zoom in real close and show you how that switch is working. You push it down, there's no click, it bounces right back into the up position. So it is absolutely no good, and let's get it replaced. First step, shut off the breaker. So I went down to the mechanical room and shut off that breaker. Now we will replace the switch. So in the steps, of course, remove the plate. These are just snap-in plates. Toss that aside. I'm going to get a screwdriver. I'm going to probably use my cordless drill. Back out the box screws and see what we got for wires inside. Hopefully it's going to be easy enough to replace this wire for wire. Okay, I removed the plate and the box screws, and the wiring, fairly basic here for a 3-way switch. I've got travelers, 2 reds. The black common is going out to the lights. Like I mentioned, this is a 3-way, 4-way network. So every door has a switch to turn on those outside lights. So starts at a 3-way at one end, a couple 4-ways in between, and this is the final 3-way with the dimmer on it so that you can dim them down if you'd like. So we just have to make sure we take note of what wires are what. The 2 travelers come from one cable, and the single output to the light comes from another cable, and then a ground wire. And that's all we have for connections here. So basically, there's no neutral connection to the switch, just a ground, 2 travelers, and the switch leg out. So we'll remove this, connect the wires up from the new one to exactly the same way we found this one, and we'll see if we've got a fix. But as you can see, that switch just does nothing. So as I usually like to do, in order, remove my hot wires first, and like I said, I've shut that breaker off, so I'm quite certain there's no power here. Checked it with my meter. Traveler. There's a pair, a red and a black are the travelers, so they go to the 2 reds on this dimmer switch. And lastly, I like to disconnect my ground wire. Reverse order when I hook up the new switch. Okay, new switch, identical. Now listen to that one. Hear the difference? The difference is a good switch versus a bad switch. So we'll get our ground wire on. Try to keep my hands out of the way as best as I can. Ground wire. Twist that moret on good and tight. Wire nut, moret, done. Then to my travelers. This black traveler doesn't need to be that long. I'm going to shorten it up. With these larger switches, there's no need to have excess length. Just makes it harder to tuck everything into the box. So let's just trim that, restrip it. Traveler, first traveler, no particular order. As you can see, both the travelers on the switch are red, and when you got the same colors, it indicates it matters not which one is which. And if you go to my 3-way video, which is the most watched video on my channel by far. I'll leave a link to it in the description. You'll understand why the travelers make no difference which one you hook to what. It just matters on how the switches will be, what position they'll be in for both lights, or for your light to be on or your light to be off. Either the three-way switches will be both up and it's on, or both down and it's off. Some inspectors like to see that way. Others don't care. If you don't care, I don't care. Two travelers connected. And here is the common out to the lights. When you're twisting a stranded wire to a solid wire, you want to make sure that they're even at the end so that that wire nut goes on and bites on them both at the same time. Otherwise, it'll tend to pull one of the wires ahead of the other one and you don't get a good connection. So once you've got all your wires connected, make sure they're good and tight. The tug test. I'm just going to go turn the breaker on quickly and make sure it's working, and then we'll put all this back in the box. Okay, I'm back. Turned off the breaker again, but I did turn it on. Make sure this switch works. Hate to have to pull it all out again. So that's a nice little tip to give you before you stuff it all back in there nice and neatly and then find out your new switch doesn't work. You might as well check it before you put it all back together. So now you just got to find room inside the box. These are nice deep boxes in my panelized construction here. Styrofoam sandwiched between two layers of magnesium oxide board called structurally insulated panels. Built this house back in 2017. Been through a couple minor earthquakes, no cracks, no damage. It's a great construction method for tropical areas, although it's not very widely used here. Different variations of it are, but still, when I brought up that I'm using panelized construction here to a lot of the local builders, they were completely puzzled, saying, what's your structural strength? Where's your beams? There are beams, but they're holding the roof up. So anyhow, ready to tighten these box screws in, turn on the breaker, and we'll call it a complete job. You see how these snap-on wall plates work. You've got a base plate that you screw onto the device plate screws first, and then the cover just simply, the outside cover plate just simply snaps on. These are labeled because we used to rent the place out, and a lot of Airbnbs and VRBOs, one of the requirements is you label all your switches. So let's go turn on the breaker again, make sure that nothing got screwed up when we put it all back together, and call it a day. All right, let's just make sure that light switch is working now once it's all back in place and the switch plate on. Make sure nothing got messed up. Turn it on. Try the dimmer. Dimming works, and turn it off. All right, so that wraps up another short project video. Thanks for watching. Please give it a like if you learned something from this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I know it gets annoying to hear that from creators, but it really does help the channel grow. So subscribe, make some comments below, and I'll get to them when I can. And we'll see you in the next one. Terry Peterman, the Internet Electrician.